Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. It is Friday, August 7th, 2020. We got a lot to get into as usual. This is My Political Truth, and my name is Jerry Tomchinsky. I want to welcome you all back once again. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on a watch party after the fact, I want to welcome you all. I want to thank you all for watching. We have, as usual, I got a lot to get into, and as usual, my focus for today has been completely sidetracked. Truth be told, because I have had it up to here with all of these never Trumpers and everybody that's suffering from heavy TDS. And if you don't know what TDS is, it's Trump derangement syndrome. And every single one of you that oppose our president, that oppose our way of life, the consequences that this country suffers, you should be first in line to get it. Understand that. I can't go on Facebook without seeing some stupid comment, some ridiculously unacceptable, moronic comment that people say. I mean, listen, everybody's entitled to their opinion. And that's the beauty of this country. But when your opinion is so blatantly skewed and so blatantly wrong, I'm going to tell you you're wrong. How? I want to know how. With a clear conscience, you can go to the voting booth this November, 89 days from today. You can go to the voting booth and actually pull the lever for anybody on the Democratic side. Anybody. Especially Joe Biden. I got family that is so entrenched in Trump derangement syndrome that we just don't talk anymore. They just cut me off not because I support President Trump, but because they have no argument with me. They can't beat me with facts. For almost 5 decades, Joe Biden has been in public service. Do me a favor. Give me one of his accomplishments that benefited the American people. Not himself or the Biden family, but the American people. Give me one damn accomplishment. He can't even give you one accomplishment because when he's asked about what he's accomplished serving the public, he says, well, that's irrelevant to what he's running for now. How in the hell is that irrelevant? Tell me, you bozos, you all bozos that talk all this stupidity about President Trump, that insult him, that will never give him credit for anything he does. Forget about what he's done in the 3.5 years he's been in office, that you prick Democrats have tried to take him down and waste tens of millions of our taxpayer dollars on freaking lies. I'm not even going to tell you what he's done since then. I'm just going to tell you what he's done since the coronavirus, okay? 12 million jobs added in 3 months, in the last 3 months. 623,000 factory jobs. You know, the factory jobs that Obama said that President Trump is going to need a magic wand? Well, abracadabra. He not only did it once, he's now done it twice. African Americans have gained back 1 million jobs that they've lost since the pandemic. The pandemic. And all you imbecile Democrats driving in your cars with your mask on by yourself. Go join Joe in the basement. We don't need you. You're taking up vital oxygen that can be used on somebody more productive. I'm sick of all of you. Family, friends, I don't give a crap. I just don't. If you could just so easily cut me off because of my beliefs, Cupcake, I could cut you off for a lot less. Because I just don't care. I have a very difficult time dealing with imbeciles and morons and close-minded people and racists. And I firmly believe that every one of you Democrats are closet racists. All of you. Half of New York City, the Democrat capital of the world, bounced up in the country when the riots started by the people, by the very people that they support and they fund. Bounced upstate New York to Vermont, whatever. They're scared. Well, these are the people that you support that you're scared of. I know that yous are all cowards. But now you're showing your face to everybody. You think people are stupid? People are catching on. Just go in, after we're done here, go into the search bar on your Facebook and type in #WalkAwayCampaign. These are all the people in the Democratic Party that have truly woken up and got the hell away from that poisonous damn party. You are all poison. You're a drag on society. You're a drag on our economy. And quite frankly, you're a drag on my insides. I can't look at yous. I can't watch any of the freaking news that is reported by the Communist News Network and MSDNC. None of that is acceptable. President Trump is out here trying to negotiate with Alcoholics Anonymous Nancy Pelosi and Schmuck Schumer, and they don't want to budge. This man is trying to he wants to end payroll tax till at least the end of the year. He wants to extend some form of unemployment help. But they don't want to budge because they want their stupid progressive things in there. Who knows what? Nancy Pelosi won't budge until we put in mail-in voting. Well, if you can go and riot, you can go and vote. These are unbelievable. You see all this and you still support these morons. But what does that make you? President Trump is trying to halt evictions. People are getting evicted. And Nancy Pelosi and Schmuck Schumer, they don't want to budge on that because they don't give a crap about the people. When are you idiots going to wake up? I'm just curious. What's it going to take? Is it going to take these Antifa and BLM savages to actually attack you and your family? I think it might. Because it seems to me that if this garbage doesn't happen to you directly, you got nothing to say. You won't condemn them. You won't say that they're evil. You won't say that they're paid disruptors, they're paid rioters. You guys won't do anything. Even senators Senators on Capitol Hill. Your senators, the one you idiots voted in, you Democratic morons, will not condemn the violence in Portland, Seattle, Atlanta, Chicago, New York. I could keep going. Do you want me to? All this time that the Democrats spend trashing President Trump, you know what he's done in that time? He's dropped unemployment again from 11.1% last month to 10.2% this month. You know what else he did? While Joe Biden is in his basement making racist comments, President Trump is sending airplanes packed with food, water, supplies to Beirut to help them out. And what? Are you guys going to give him any credit? You punks. All of you are, only punks behave this way. And every single one of you Democrats are punks. I want to say hi to everybody that's here. I'm sorry, I'm on a tangent and I'm over it. I'm just done. I'm so frustrated. So let me say hi here. Mom. Hey, Mom. Hey, babe. Hey, Nicole. Irina, Sherry, Lucy. Thank you all for joining me. I really, really appreciate it. Let's read some comments here. Lucy says, hello, I just watched the president's announcement tonight. Such high hopes for this election. Absolutely. While the president is making plans on helping the country, these scumbags are thinking of any way possible to screw the American people even deeper. Nicole says he also deferred student loans. I might have missed that. I delayed going on so I could watch what he said, and then I think I cut him off about 10 minutes before he ended because I really needed to come on because I can't contain myself anymore. I just can't. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Robbie. Oh my God. Now that I got that out of the way, let's move right along. I want to jump on, hold on, we got more comments here. Sherry says, hashtag Trump 2020, absolutely. Nicole says, Biden hides in the basement to avoid questions. Without a doubt. He hasn't taken a question in over 90 days. And the last question he took was some softball question. Yeah, about the payroll tax, Nicole, he's trying to, in the new stimulus deal that they're trying to negotiate, which I guess the negotiations broke off today because, again, Schmuck Schumer and Alcoholics Anonymous Nancy don't want to bend. So what President Trump is going to do is enact an executive order to override these idiots. Rightfully so. He wants to defer payroll tax, Nicole, till the end of the year, at the very least. And he said if it's necessary, and this is what he said, if I'm still here, I'll be able to extend it again. He will still be there. I refuse to believe that the American people are this blind. It's not the American people. It's just the people that the mainstream corrupt media want to show. That's not America. Were you fooled in thinking that was America? That's not America. That's America. People that salute that flag. My wife and I went to a local Republican event the other day. Do you want to know how that event started? Everybody stood up, put their hand over their heart, and said the Pledge of Allegiance. Nobody took a knee. Nobody stayed seated. I had a 94-year-old lady standing next to me that asked for help from two people so she could stand up and put her hand over her heart. And these multi-millionaire scumbag athletes want to take a knee in my country? Disrespect my flag? That soldiers, young men half my age died and bled for the very freedoms that you scumbags take advantage of. Do you think you're going to have that freedom when the communists get into office? But you're okay with that so long as they give you a little $250 check every month, right? You lazy bastards. That's all you guys want, right? That's all you want. You just want that handout. You're so used to getting crap from people that you don't even know what it's like to go look for a job. I've had it with all of you never Trumpers. You make me sick. Like I said earlier, family, friend, or indifferent. If you are blindly following the Democratic Party off the cliff, you can keep going. Go off that cliff. We don't need you. We don't want you. We don't need you. You are useless to this country. Yeah, I'll take a breath, Sherry. I'm not going to blow a gasket. Not on the air anyway. But I like I said, I'm very passionate about this country. I'm very passionate about the freedoms that I have. And I'm even more passionate about it because I know what it's like not to have it. I don't know personally, but my family comes from a communist country. Do you think they left a communist regime because things were so good and they just needed to get the hell out because it was too good? Are you not smart enough to understand what's going to happen? I don't, and you know, a lot of you have the same background I have. Same background I have. Family came from communist countries, communist regimes, but yet you're still following these idiots off the cliff. Like I said, keep going. Don't need you, don't want you. If you can do and say and behave and support the crap that you do, knowing what your family has went through, and you could still support this garbage, you're not wanted, you're not needed. Goodbye. Out of here. You're a waste. How dare you disrespect this country, disrespect the flag, and how dare you disrespect the president who gave up hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. He's the only president, mind you, whose net worth dropped after he became president. Explain to me how Barack Obama went from being worth 1.3 million in 2008 to being worth north of 80 million in 2016 on a $450,000 salary. Tell me that. Stupid. You're so stupid. I'm sorry. I hope I'm insulting you. I hope you're crawling into your safe spaces. I hope you're crying. I hope you're cursing me out. I hope you are. I hope your feelings are so hurt. I hope you're so butthurt that you call everybody you know. And did you hear what Jerry said? Yes. Yes, everybody's going to hear me soon. Because I will scream this from the top of the closest mountain. Any of you imbeciles, you goddamn disrespectful heathens, will never, ever get any love from me. Nothing. No respect, no love, no nothing. If you were a human being and can have a conversation with some civility, then it's okay. There's nothing wrong with having differing opinions. I say that all the time. The world would be boring if we all agreed on everything. So I welcome differing opinions. But when I destroy you with facts and then you come at me with, you're a racist, you're a white supremacist, how do you want me to argue with you? How do you want me to argue with you? I can't. Smart can't fight against stupid. You understand that? Somebody who's smart can't really lower their level to fight somebody that's stupid and ignorant. Crazy, if somebody's crazy, yeah, then maybe we can go up a level and, get a little crazy to fight somebody crazy. But when somebody's stupid, I'm not going to drop to your level. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to. I'm not about the insults. I'd rather have an intelligent conversation. But when you do stupid crap like supporting Joe Biden after he says, and I quote, "Unlike the African American community, with notable exceptions, the Latino community is an incredibly diverse community with incredibly diverse attitudes about different things. You go to Florida, you find a very different attitude about immigration than you do in Arizona. So it's very diverse." He said African Americans don't have that diversity. That statement alone would end the candidacy for any Republican running for office. But Joe Biden, did you see what happened? The emergency squad came. His entire campaign team drove to his basement. I literally think they drove into his basement because they're not bringing him out in public. And they have been doing their best to save face and do damage control today. He said, late last night, trying to save face. And he didn't write this because this is coherent. It's a lie, but it's coherent. He said, and I quote, "Earlier today, I made some comments about diversity in the African American and Latino communities that I want to clarify. No way that I need to suggest the African American community is a monolith. Not by identity, not on issues, not at all." You lying POS. Do we need to bring up your record? Do we need to? This is the same man that said he doesn't want his kids going to school, and I quote, "in the jungle," referring to black kids being bussed in to go to school with his kids. He's the one that has used the N-word explicitly on record often. And Donald Trump's the racist. Donald Trump has done more for every minority community, for every demographic, than every single president combined. You can't deny facts. You can't deny statistics. As much as you might want to, bury your head in the sand like a damn ostrich, you can't deny the numbers. As much as you may want to. Of course they'll ignore it. Shannon says, we could bring up his record, but they will ignore it, just like his sexual assault. Shannon, did you notice that the Me Too movement came to a screeching halt when Tara Reid came out and accused Joe Biden of sexual assault? They slammed on the brakes with the whole Me Too movement. Because when Nancy Pelosi was asked about this the day after it happened, she comes out, puts her dentures on the podium and said, well, that's just Joe being Joe. Co-signing what he did. By her saying that's just Joe being Joe, she is allowing the sniffing of children, the sniffing of hair, the grabbing of boys' faces, the quote, they put their hands on my legs and watch my blonde hair stand up. Stop it. Stop it. He's a pedophile, a racist. He is now suffering from dementia. And I'm sorry to say he's now also a victim of elder abuse because he's being paraded out there and he has no idea what he's doing. They're promising him a lollipop after and he's just going out there and saying whatever they put on the freaking cue cards. But yeah, you idiots are going to go vote for him? And what? Susan Rice, Kamala Harris? You think those are your options? Sunshine, it's not going to happen. Susan Rice's record is more tainted than Obama's. And Kamala Harris, she don't want the skeletons in her closet coming to light either. Why do you think he's delayed, or not he, you know he's not picking his running mate. Why do you think the Democratic Party has delayed picking a running mate for him? The original date was a week ago. A week ago. What's the excuse? The excuse is he's not going to be the candidate that runs against President Trump. Mark my words. And if he is, they did it to themselves. They did it to themselves. Listen, we are 89 days away from the most important election in the history of this country. And I promise you, we are close to having 1 million people that have signed up. We might be over 1 million that signed up for the Walk Away campaign. By election day, mark my words, we might be at 2 to 3 million. Because again, I'm giving a lot of those people maybe too much credit, but I refuse to believe that there's more than a small minority of imbeciles in this country. I refuse to believe that. And haters of the United States, and haters of our way of life, and haters of democracy, and haters of freedom. If you don't like this country so much and you don't like what it's turned into, get the hell out. I promise you, if I start a GoFundMe page to pay for the flights of every one of you out of this country, I'll be inundated with donations. I promise you. I'll raise enough money to send all of you out of here within 48 hours. Because we don't need you. You contribute nothing. These Democrats and their supporters contribute less than zero. You owe us. You owe us. Understand that. Oh, man. I am going to end it right there. As usual, I'm going to give you guys a quote. This comes from Ambrose Bierce. He says, and I quote, "Opposition in politics is the party that restrains the government from violent insanity, undercutting its hamstring." Think about that. Guys, I want to thank you so much for the support, the constant views, the shares, all of it. Invite your friends. Go to my YouTube page, youtube.com/mypoliticaltruth. Click subscribe. Go to my Parler. Go to my Twitter. Go to my Instagram. I'm all over the place. We are going to make this a movement by the time election day comes. We are going to make a difference. Hey, Rocco. Thanks for joining. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you guys Monday, same time, 7:30. I'm sure there's going to be a weekend of nonsense for me to talk about. Hopefully, the violence in Chicago and New York calms down a little bit. And if there is violence, I just hope that these animals kill each other and no innocent children or innocent people get caught in a crossfire. So have a great weekend. I love you guys. I'll see you guys Monday.